Okay, absolutely.
Well, can I ask you something, DJ? How
Yes,
are we
ma'am.
going to properly vet these people that's coming over without any ID?
That's a good question. But I mean, I
Well,
don't you think? Okay, I'm sorry. Answer her question, and I have a question.
I'm with you. I think we need to shore the border up. Okay, absolutely. Okay, I don't think the line them up and
I mean, I think it's kind of telling and it's kind of scary. You all know who Anthony Blinken is, right?
Yep.
And when he made the statement, oh my God, I wish that Keely was in here. I don't know if she's still in here. She was in here, but I'm losing my train of thought of what he said. But basically, he's basically said if you vote for Biden, you're basically voting for World War III.
Mm-hmm.
Because what he wants to do is make it so that because if Ukraine gets a part of NATO, that's exactly what's going to frickin' happen.
Yep.
And a vote for Biden would guarantee us to be in WW3.
If they don't do it before he's done.
I want to. I want to give a. I want to talk about the what happened in 2016 and 20 as far as if you look at the state of Michigan and the election votes. Trump won in 2016 like almost like a margin of 1%. And then you look at what happened in 20, supposedly Biden won more than like a 3% margin in the state of Michigan. That being said, I heard on another live somewhere they was talking about how basically that the state of Michigan is really going to lose about like 1% of their Democratic voters that are not going to vote for Biden. The only choice that they probably have will probably go to Cornell West. And I'm specifically talking about the demographic of the Muslim vote. Hold on, the Muslim American voters in Michigan are dropping out in that state. So the implications is that it's actually pushing it into Donald Trump's favor in the state of Michigan, and it might even possibly turn over. You also have
hold on,
other people.
Mr. Comedy, hold on for a quick second. The thing I have to say about that is why on 2 days ago are we allowing people out there that are singing out there that are doing a protest, and there was about 1,600 people out there that are screaming "Death to America"? Why are we allowing them into our country?
So I live in Michigan.
Some of that are Americans, to be fair. Those are your college kids. Not all of them are, though.
No. Go ahead.
Okay,
Kate.
so I live in Michigan, and Michigan is more red than what you think they are.
I'm telling you that they're going to have probably 1% of the Democrats go out. They're not going to show up for the election.
Detroit. Only in Detroit and Ann Arbor.
Well, okay, let me tell you about Detroit. Do you realize that Trump pardoned the former mayor of Detroit?
But Flint don't like Obama.
Elon.
So, okay.
I'm saying the former mayor of Trump, former mayor of Detroit was pardoned by Trump. Okay, I can't remember his name.
I thought that was Illinois, to be honest with you, Chicago.
No, I'm referring to the mayor of Trump. He was basically doing the same thing that Fannie Willis was doing, going out spending the city's money that was illegal. And he got in trouble for that. I'm telling you that there's a whole lot more of a bigger story than what it is. But I will say to the leader of this group here that I will say that be prepared for Chicago and look out what happens in Chicago, because I do believe that the Democratic National Convention will probably be taken over by the same group that he's talking about. These people that are saying the pro-Palestinian group, so some of the Antifa guys and all these communists, Marxists, and the PLO people will probably take over.
Also, LIFO will be there.
And I'm saying that the Democrat Party is so disillusioned. They don't really have one person standing out.
Hold on for a quick second. The mayor that Trump, ex-Detroit mayor Kayvon Kilpatrick, feeling him earlier, no one else would have helped him. Trump pardoned him. So it was the mayor of Detroit. It was Kayvon Kilpatrick.
Okay, because he also then did the former governor of Illinois, because I looked that up too. It was
the governor. The mayor was the only mayor was that Kayvon Kilpatrick.
Brian,
I mention that because a lot of African Americans don't really pay attention to this kind of stuff unless they live in Michigan or Detroit, in that area. They just really don't know.
I would disagree with you. I see lives nowadays. I see lives of all kinds of black folks from New York and other states across the country that are doing their own lives, and they're all, I'm voting for Trump, and they're arguing with each other. Why would you vote for him? And they stand up for themselves. So the black vote is switching. The black vote is switching big.
Oh, let me say this, okay? I'm a former educator. I'm disabled veteran, and then I was able to teach, and now I'm retired. And I've looked at the Electoral College, and I don't see any path where Biden wins, okay? But if you're counting on Muslims and the black vote to get Trump over the top, I don't think that's accurate.
I didn't say I was counting on it.
No, they're not counting on it, but he got like 13%. He got a larger number in 2020 than he did in 2016. And I do believe that, if you look at any videos that are going on in Illinois, Chicago, and all that kind of stuff, they're kind of getting tired of it, of them being overlooked now, because the Democrats have pretty much pandered to the people of color for how many years, and now the immigrants have kind of taken over that, and they're kind of tired of it. They're actually waking up, and you see more and more black conservatives on TikTok and everywhere else. I've run into a lot in my personal life.
Well, I agree with that.
I didn't say that they would change the vote. I just more or less said that they would. A lot of them would drop out, and that's what I believe. Matter of fact, the reality is, if I was a voting Democrat, I would totally put Gavin Newsom up there versus Joe Biden. At this point in time, I just don't see why the people in the Democrat Party don't do this as strategically. And I'm just thinking it's just trying to put up with Biden is probably the worst thing for them to do, and it's basically a win for Trump.
Well, not necessarily. Not necessarily. When you got the mainstream media and all that kind of stuff, and the reason why you have to look at the field back in 2020 when the Democrats were going out. They had 17 people to pick from that were a hell of a lot smarter, like Tulsi Gabbard and all those kind of, individuals that were much better candidates. But the problem is that they were not going to be easily controlled and easily manipulated like Biden is.
Okay, okay. Can I say something? So, Trump did not pardon that mayor, Kilpatrick. He gave him clemency, which it is still on his record, but it was saying that he served his time. He didn't pardon him.
But as I was saying a minute ago, if Trump wins Georgia, and I think Trump wins Georgia, then that puts the onus on Biden to carry pretty much the other swing states, and that's not going to happen, y'all. I'm just telling you. And
Not
y'all
unless
know
they use Dominion machines again.
well, I don't believe that. But the thing is,